Let's try and solve these two log equations. So for the first one, you want to get x on its own, so divide both sides by -6. So that will then give us log base 2 negative 3x equals negative 12 divided by negative 6. So that will give you positive 2. So now from here, exponentiate both sides with base 2. So in your mind, picture this. 2 to the power of that thing, and then 2 to the power of this thing here. So that will then give you, well, don't forget these two, they cancel each other out. So that will then give you negative 3x equals 2 to the power of 2. So when you exponentiate both sides with base 2, these two will cancel each other out, giving you negative 3x. Anyway, that will then take us to here. And then now get x on its own. Oh, this is the number 4. So now divide both sides by negative 3. So that will then be 4 over negative 3, which is negative 4 over 3. Okay, so for the second one, notice that you've got log base A, log base A. So in your mind, exponentiate both sides with base A. So that would then be this, a to the power of this thing, a to the power of this thing. These two would cancel each other out. That would then give you n squared minus 3n. These two would cancel each other out. So that would then give you negative 8 plus 3n. Now it's just a matter of getting n on its own now. So add... this is a quadratic equation in a way. So get everything to equal 0. So let's take away 3n and then add 8. So that would then be n squared. When you add 3n to both sides, it will then... So when you take away 3n from both sides, that will then give you negative 6n. And then when you add 8 to both sides, that will then give you plus 8 equals 0. So now it's just a matter of solving this. This is a quadratic equation. So two numbers multiplied together to give you 8. Well, it's got to be, you know you're going to play around with 2 and a 2 and a 4. So factorize this, it will then give you this, n minus 4 and then n minus 2. Because look, negative 4 times negative 2 will give you positive 8 and so on. So factorize it, it will then give you this. So what that means is x must be positive 4 and x also equals positive 2. But then you have to go back to here and make sure that everything makes sense, because you're not allowed to log a negative number. Remember the log graph looks like this. And if I were to ask you what is log base A of a negative number, negative 3 here, makes no sense. It has to be, this thing here has to be greater, strictly greater than 0 in order for it to make sense. So even though the answer is 4 and 2, you have to go back to here and make sure you're not logging a negative number. So put 4 in here. 4 squared would be 16. Put 4 into here, negative 12, take away 12. This would then be a positive number, a positive 4. This is okay. Now put a 4 into here to make sure that is positive. So negative 8 plus 12. So that's okay, because this is a positive. This thing here is a positive number, so that's okay. Now let's check the number 2. Put the 2 into here. 2 squared would be 4. Put the 2 into here. That would be 6. 4 take away 6 is a negative number, so that's not allowed. You see, you're logging a negative number here, which is not allowed. So this is bad. Okay? So the answer is not 4 and 2. The answer is just 4. Okay?